Chelsea,
Yeah.
whoa, they got a midfielder with Enzo Fernandez. And Enzo Fernandez, the best, has not been seen at Chelsea, no doubt in my mind. Because the Chelsea team is not a high-functioning team around him. And Mudryk too.
No.
15 games, 0 goals. This happens not because he's not talented, because he doesn't have a functional side around him. So I wanted to say this. Yes, they won a game. Lampard has finally won a game for Chelsea, okay, in those last 7 games. But the record in his last 21 games as a manager, it's 17 losses. And that is very bad for Chelsea. Very bad.
It is.
And Everton.
And you know, one of the keys, right? One of the keys, and I never really understood why he got dropped. Literally one of the only good, or I should say, one of the only successful acquisitions so far in terms of have won more games, I guess, than he's lost when he started, has been Benoit Badiashile, the big center back, who, guess what? Scores his first Premier League goal versus Brentford, and guess what? Chelsea win when he's on the pitch. And he's the one that was left off the Champions League list. He's also the one that, for some reason, was just put behind everybody else. But it's not an actual thesis. It's not an actual kind of, I guess, major point here, but it does speak a little bit of volume that it was a Conor Gallagher and a Chalobah, right, that wind up having the outsized influence on the game for Chelsea to win and scrape that win 3-1 against Brentford. I think it was 3-1.
Bournemouth.
It just goes to show Bournemouth. I'm sorry, you're right, not against Brentford.
Liverpool
Against Bournemouth, and it just goes
to Brentford.
Thank you. It just goes to show you, though, that like Chelsea, we've said this before, but Chelsea was not some broken down club 6 months after they won the Champions League. They were not. They were never that. I get it. Conor Gallagher is not Enzo Fernandez, but Conor Gallagher has a role to play in this squad, just not the role that he's currently playing. Okay, and it comes down to the fact that the Todd Bowley bull in a china shop approach led the majority of these guys to some of the worst morale probably in their careers. Okay, because he was bringing in, you get a new player, you get a new player, you get a new player, you flood the zone with all sorts of personalities. And how do you not sit there and go, am I on this team sheet? They sold me a bill of goods to come here. They paid me a lot of money, so I guess I'm getting paid well. But am I even part of this vision? And that is a really, really simple thing to like run back and say, that's where it went wrong.
Yeah.
Because there is enough talented footballers at Stamford Bridge right now that obviously they should be much closer to European positions than they are to relegation, which is currently still Chelsea's reality. All right. So I think Chelsea's not going to be top 3 next season, but I think they will move a whole lot higher than I guess we might give them credit for. But it all comes down to whether or not Bowley's actually learned a lesson.
Well, they can be top 3, Breton, if they get the right manager.
Yeah.
They can be top 3. I really believe they could with the right manager, because Chelsea this summer, I fully expect a huge summer sale of players like Ziyech. They should have sold him on the line with PSG. They were focused on Enzo. Ridiculous. Aubameyang went wrong. Kovacic deserves more respect elsewhere. Mason Mount, he deserves more respect too. Gallagher, I don't know. I'm not sold on him. Pulisic might leave, but a lot of players are going to leave. And Thiago Silva too. He's had enough, as it seems, in Chelsea. Kante too might be leaving. Yeah. So they just need a whole reorganization. And you said it. The main reason why Chelsea was so poor this season was because Todd Boehly signed a load of players. A load of players. Even more places needed to be added in the locker room, which is an absolute madness, dysfunctional decision. And Todd Boehly never appointed a better manager than the previous one. Check. Graham Potter. Graham Potter is not better than Tuchel, and Lampard is not better than Graham Potter. That is facts in my opinion, and he better appoint a better manager for the next season, because that's what it's needed. Minimal requirements. Minimal requirement. And Lampard had his first win since March 11th. That's how bad things are right now. And they avoided mathematically the relegation battle. Chelsea is absolutely devastated right now, and devastating to look right now. But I do not I do not subscribe to the Arsenal fans that are mocking Chelsea this season. Like Chelsea could mock Arsenal for the last 2 decades non-stop. Okay, the invisible Aaron. Okay, the last decade, non-stop. Yep. So let's wait and see how they will bounce back because they won 2 Champions Leagues in the last few years. So
it's not insane to say Chelsea, the bottom has already been hit. The bottom has already been hit. It's only up from here.